Hi there, I'm Kate and you are joining me at the end of week 11 on my 16-week training block for a 50k. So today, 16 miles. So I'm walking my dogs first and then I'm debating what to do for the rest of the run. This will be about 2 miles. And then I don't know whether to do the kind of backyard type thing or to go off on my normal route. My husband's away, so I like the idea of just staying near the house. I could tire the dogs out as well, they can stay with me as long as they want and then go home. Or do I just go somewhere a little bit more interesting views? I don't know, I'll decide at the end of this. So this week, been really busy family-wise. But still managed to keep my routine, still managed to get 2 workouts, actually technically 3 since my last long run, and managed to get 2 8-mile runs in, and that was all with the weather kind of turning slightly crazy and stormy again, so quite happy with that as long as I get this run done. So I'll catch you up with what training I've done so far this week. See you in a minute. It's Monday, out for 8 miles this morning. So tired. I wasn't feeling it, but this is really nice. I'm 2 miles in now. Feeling tired from the weekend, which isn't good. Saturday was technically a day off, did a little bike ride, but then went out with the family and had quite a late night Saturday night. And then yesterday, Sunday, went to, ended up being kind of a Mother's Day workout. Women and daughters, but it was quite hard, feeling a little bit heavy in my legs. But got lots of snacks and podcasts loaded up, so I'm gonna be fine. It's 3.5 miles. I'm a bit more into it now that I'm off-road. That was on the beach. My first 1.5 miles was all road. This is quite nice. Five miles. I think I'm going to go back on the beach as far as I can. I really don't fancy going back on the road. It's not quite low tide. Hoping I can get through. This bit is flat, but it gets pretty slanted a bit later on. We'll have to see. Actually, I think I'm going to run back on the road. The sun's coming out a little bit more, and my ankle's not feeling great after pickleball last night, so I think I'll play it safe. Otherwise, actually feeling okay. Usually moaning about my knee and other things, but oh, my quad, I'm not feeling that. Just my ankle. So 1 out of 4 isn't bad. Oh my gosh, this bird was flying at me. Mating season, nesting season. This tern type bird was flying at me on the way out. 7.5 miles. It hasn't been too bad, mainly because it got cloudy and now it's raining. It's quite nice running conditions. It's Wednesday, 8 miles again. A bit later than normal, but luckily it's cloudy. My husband dropped me at the end of the road and now I can run back so I don't have to do an out and back. Nice. Mile and a half in, not feeling too bad, especially considering I usually struggle on my Wednesday run after workout and then running Monday. Good so far. Some black clouds behind me. I wonder if it's going to storm later, as long as it's not on me. So yesterday's workout was 20 sets of everything, and that was box jumps, which I still can't do because of my ankle, so step ups for me, goblet squats, Bulgarian split squats, gorilla rows, regular rows, like just 20 calories bike, that kind of thing. I'll write it down on the screen. And then 3 rounds of that, just doing it all as quick as you can. It was really hot as well. It was quite hard. I did an ice bath after with my friend. I wonder if that does actually help my recovery. So I really don't feel too bad today. And it felt really quite hard yesterday when I was doing it and after I was doing it. Maybe they work. I had a PBJ wrap as soon as I set out, and it was so good. Really fancied it, ate it so quick, and yet on my long run, last long run, I struggled so much with them. I really can't tell what to do for fueling. It's like what works on this or what works at the beginning doesn't work during, so maybe start with a wrap or 2 and then switch to gels. It's not a bad plan. Thinking aloud. Alright, I'm going to put on a podcast now and get some miles in. Coming up to halfway, feeling okay. I noticed my heart rate creeping up a bit, and then at the same time as I noticed that, on the podcast I was listening to, it said, your heart rate's creeping up a bit, try squeezing your shoulder blades together, lifting your chest up, and that will bring it down a beat or 2. And it worked. So, good tip. Sun's out, it's going to get a bit harder now. That black cloud seems to be blowing in that direction. I get the sun that's in front. So that was my week. So I decided that I was going to go do my usual route and drop one of my dogs off back home. But the little one, well, she never comes home. She always goes for an extra sniff. It's impossible to get her. She just goes hides in the bush. Anyway, she didn't come back. And then once I started running off down the road, there she was right behind me. Again, can't catch her. And don't want her running down the road, so I've come back. I'm just gonna get it done on this 2 mile out and back behind my house. Gonna backyard ultra it without the good things that would make a backyard ultra. That is literally an out and back, no loop, and I have no one to do it with. Just on my own. Oh, I do have my dog somewhere. I don't know where she's gone now. Alright, just gonna get it done. The one good thing about this is there are storms forecast, so I am right next to my house if I need to take a break. It's one of the only good things really. There's no views really apart from the salt pond next to me. I don't get to see the ocean. Apparently don't even get my dog. I don't know where she's gone. I'm gonna keep these sunglasses on. Last time on my long run I got 2 bugs in my eyes, one after the other, and there's quite a few mosquitoes out. I don't fancy that again. It is so humid, but I do have a bit of a breeze right now. It's not too bad, and it's cloudy. I had quite a heavy lifting day on Thursday. Feel a little bit stiff from that, but not really enough to affect my run. The only issue now is my ankle. I've had a lot of niggles to deal with on this training block. Foot, ankle, knee. All of those are okay now except for the ankle. And it's feeling a bit sore this morning. I'm wondering whether I might add a bit of road now to this, because doing it on the uneven surface, a lot of this is fine, but there's a few bits that are pretty rocky. I'm definitely feeling that in my ankle. So I think after this leg, I'll do a little bit on the road. I don't think my little dog Bubbles is following me anyway, so that should be okay. 4 miles, a quarter of the way there. Woo. No thunder or lightning yet. 5 miles. Come to a slightly different trail near my house. Went along the road for a little bit and get to see a view of the ocean in a minute. I really felt my hamstring just clench up there coming back up from the beach. Maybe I'm not as recovered as I thought I was after the lifting. 6 miles. Just 10 to go. Just my darn ankle. So I'm running in my A6 Nimbus, which I really like. Nice and give me a bit of squish and comfort on the long runs. Just hard on my ankle for that little bit of stability. But then my trail shoes a little bit firm for this surface, so I don't have the perfect shoe right now. My A6 Cumulus would be perfect, but they're a bit old. I don't want to do my long run in them. Anyway, onward. I'm just going to walk when the surface is uneven. Speed it up when it's smooth. See how far we get. Like sun and cloud, sun and cloud. Don't know what it's going to do next. 7 miles. My ankle's really not feeling good, so I've tried to tighten my laces a bit and maybe lace them a little bit differently, a bit more support. So I'll see how that goes, and I'm going to come back on the road and see if getting off this slightly uneven surface is good enough. Otherwise I may have to call it a day, which really sucks. It's not been that bad on any of the runs so far where I actually felt like I needed to stop. It's more just been a little niggle. So frustrating. All right, see, replacing and getting on the road is okay. Otherwise, we have to call it a day at 8 miles. Let's see. Alright, that was 8 miles. My ankle's feeling better, but I'm a bit worried about it. So I'm gonna head home now, take a break, get the work done that I needed to get done, and just check it out. And then I'll maybe come back out later, or go out on my bike, or maybe finishing it off tomorrow. Not sure, but I definitely don't want to make my ankle worse because it has been feeling okay, and I was feeling like I was going to make it to my 50k, so I don't want to jeopardize that right now. Sucks. Alright, hopefully there's a part 2 to this. We'll see.